So here I am with the Myford saddles. The ones, for example, this one, that was too worn on the underside here to just scrape. It is a reference here, always unworn surface, and in this case this measures as 0 as my reference, and then going down in the most worn area here we have almost 2/10 of a millimeter, let's say 15-16, but I can't go really deep down in the score marks here, so I reckon it's in the vicinity of 2/10 of a millimeter. I mean 6, 7, 8 thousandths of an inch. Before I do anything else, I would like to take this down also. It was a little bit worn here, not much, but 2/100ths of a millimeter, or say 1/1000th of an inch. So I'll take this down here to match that lower than surface. Can't put metal on, so I'll take the other ones areas down. But it wasn't too bad, so this one also corresponded quite well, and then also this surface quite well to what I know is a reference here. Here was a little bit low, but anyway, these areas of course serve as mounting areas for the apron, and then the rear say hold downs. I've drawn up here this like so to see what I'm at here. And what I want to do is that I want to use Rulon, which is a wear material like so, and you can get these in many thicknesses, and I have two, namely one that is roughly 0.8 or 9 millimeters, and one is 1.2, and I think I'd like to use the thicker one here. Of course there is a let's say a trade-off here between how much material I mill off here, and I mean how thin this becomes, but in this case the difference isn't that great, so I think I'll do this. In any case, I want to mill down here first to accommodate for the thickness of the Rulon, of course, because I want these things to be as less problematic as possible, I mean as close to what is the original geometry as possible. So there are a few things to consider in preparation for this. I've tried to indicate a little bit of this here. So you have a total thickness of 1.2 millimeters for the Rulon, and this consists of a wear layer here that you can scrape down, and then you have a bonding, or let's say an agent or a surface beyond that, which is I think measured down to 0.4 on both. So you have in this case 0.8 of a millimeter to play with, so to speak. There are if you look here, the oil groove here, very thin, also worn. It should look like something like this. So this also has to be thought of. I mean, I need to put that in again, so it can feed oil, and that this will be fed through and distributed. So I need to put in an oil groove, and to do that I need to go down in the Rulon here, but it's not much really I have to go on, because I also need to allow for some scraping to get it even, because this of course is the material that needs to be scraped, and all this requires me my best efforts, I think, to mill precisely down and to apply glue and Rulon to the correct height, and then also of course scrape it down, plus then allow for the oil groove. because I don't want to cut the oil groove down here into the, call it the bonding layer, or the bottom layer here. I need to be up here. So I think then that I will try to mill down so I can get, let's say, somewhere here, so I have something to scrape on. Let's say I try to get it down 0.6. I mean, to go down in this well area is 0.8. So if I say, okay, I want to be here, 0.6, I mean 0.2 or 20 hundredths of a millimeter to scrape down. It's quite soft, that's okay. And then this allows enough for the oil groove below here, and a little bit of leeway. I mean, I don't know if I'm that precise. So anyway, how much should I mill down? Well, not the entire amount, but if we see here, I know that I have 0.2 millimeters of wear and let's say approximately 0.2 millimeters of glue. So these will cancel one another out. Wear is already lost material, so I don't need to mill that down, compensating for the glue. And then I have, I want to go further, let's say 0.4 and 0.6, so I want to go, let's say, 1 millimeter down, because then I will end up here. If I calculate, I will calculate again, but anyway, so I will take down 1 millimeter. Could also be that I take it only 0.8, something like that. Should be it, like so. And millimeter. So this is the consideration I have to make. At least this is my thought how I should proceed. And application of the Rulon is straightforward. At least the way we was taught. You scratch up the surface really good after milling, of course. You scratch it up, so you have a lot of like normal glue. You take out the oil with heating it up with a torch, because there's always oil in here. Then you, of course, you need some agent. I use brake cleaner to clean it up, and then cut this to the required form, like so. For this one, this was a little bit small, but anyway, I'll cut another one and another one here, and then apply some kind of force down. Put it, of course, then extremely with extreme care, then flat and with equal pressure on here. Let the glue dry. The glue is like I use here, epoxy, 2-component epoxy, and then you scrape it afterwards. So the process I've done before, documented before, but I'll do again for the purpose of maybe there are some new things or I haven't covered. So this is the prep. This will be at least done on a couple of saddles here, which are very worn. Okay, thank you.